One of the interior design elements that we're most proud of, both aesthetically and functionally, is the stairway. We only have one of these in the house. It's only a 2-story house, finished crawl space below. We really want it to be something beautiful. It's in this big room that's the same size and shape as our multi-purpose space, which is our training center, our music and dance studio, party room. We've got 16-foot high ceilings over there, 10 foot on this side, and the room is 36 feet long, 24 feet wide. So this stairway was one of the central points that you're gonna see and hopefully be wowed by. Just take your measurements really seriously. We, so you know, had never built a staircase at all. And so we did this ourselves. YouTube, thank you. Everybody who makes videos along with us on YouTube, it helps. So a couple things. Number one, we made it a little wider because under it there is a powder room. It's actually fairly roomy coming from tiny house living. But the 4-foot wide stairway was because of that. I have since thanked myself for doing that, because a 3-foot staircase, we've got one of those outside that has the same railing system actually, which I'm gonna get to in a second. And 4 feet is just a little bit easier to pass somebody on the stairs, number one, and I've got kids and they're always going up and coming down. And also to move furniture up and down, 4 feet, it's nice, I like it. Second thing is the railing here. We have RailFX railings throughout the house, and you saw the video on installing those on all of the balconies on the house and on the deck. Installing it on a sloped area, AKA stairs, is a little bit trickier because you have to make sure that the lines are gonna go in the right direction. Mainly, you wanna make sure that the railing doesn't go like this as you're going up and down the stairs. But if you are able to get it pretty close, if you're 99% there, what's great about the RailFX aircraft cable is not just that you can see through it and it gives you great visuals, but also it hides a lot. So even though I know for a fact that what you're seeing behind me is not perfectly straight from one banister to the next, it looks like it is. And I appreciate that about that system. That is an engineered system, so it's all made in a factory. You need to give them very explicit instructions on how many posts you want, how high they're supposed to be, what type of rail top you want. And the rail profiles that we've got on the railing top on the deck and balconies is the same. It's something that you can set a drink on if you want, nice and wide. Here, we wanted to go with an even wider and even more beautiful option, which is wood top. Now, if you've seen the interior finishes video, you saw us talk about the pecan tree that got milled behind Grace's parents' house. And it just gives this really beautiful tie together to all of the other trim pieces in the house, the fact that we're able to put this on top of the stair rail. Because you've got that nice wide stair rail now, though, you need ADA handrails, which are not for beauty, but they're actually for grabbing in case you fall, which is something that probably people are going to be doing on this staircase. Again, I have children. 4-foot wide staircase, you need two, one on the wall side and one on the railing side. And they were fairly simple to install, all the same hardware from RailFX for that. Now, that being said, you do have to understand the rise and run relationship of everything, and also there are codes about how high over the nose of the stair it's supposed to be. The stair treads all came as one piece, which is kind of interesting. We thought that our hardwood installer was going to just use the same wood that came in the stacks for all the rest of the wood piles, and they actually make it with the nose built into it. Now, the other important feature about this stairway is that it is built over a 2x12 wall. That's how we were able to put this pantry into it. And that's all that woodwork that you can see is my dad. That's what my dad does. He's very impressive with the wood stuff. So this is all the pecan trim, and that idea, by the way, came from Michael Dunseith from Green Jobs Training Center, a friend of mine who came down here and visited while we were in construction. And those 2x12s give us more than enough space to put all the stuff. So you can see all the doors that we've got. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 doors, mops, all the cooking supplies, food, so many bottles of wine. We will never fill that wine chest. We have more than enough storage here. We're actually still trying to figure out what to do with these drawers that we've got at the bottom, the baskets. But all of that along with our custom HVAC return grill over here from Stellar Air Vents, means that we now have this very beautiful thing that we don't have to hang any art on because it itself is art. And that was kind of one of the goals that we wanted with this house, is that we didn't want it to just be a scientific marvel that does a lot of the things that normal houses do not do. We wanted it to be a space that really wowed people, knocked their socks off. And speaking of that, by the way, stay tuned. You can see this lighting fixture right behind me. The lighting video on this house is going to be amazing. When people actually come to the house, the lighting is one of the things that they just are floored by. So this stairway, along with the one outside, all of this can be done as long as you plan for it. So I hope that you have enjoyed this little peek into one of the finished products here. Again, stay tuned, subscribe to the channel so you can see not only a lot of the past stuff, but all the stuff that we're gonna be coming out with. We are trying to make as many videos as possible. We've got lots of stuff to say about the science of homes. Tune in next time.